People, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. So guys, I am here with an update to give you about university admissions in Switzerland. For those that did not know or who haven't watched my previous videos, please go back to my YouTube channel now and watch those videos. If you check the list of videos on my channel, I have more than 1000 videos that if you concentrate on them, you are equally going to immigrate abroad this 2024. Now, I want to tell you that if you are looking for schools or if you're applying to schools, you should chase as many opportunities or countries or universities as much as you can. And today I will be focusing on Switzerland. Let's talk again about Switzerland because there is a lot of people do not understand. Now, the reason why I'm talking about Switzerland is because Switzerland has a lot of affordable universities. Yes, a lot of people do not know the country is expensive, but the universities are very cheap. I can say they are cheap, not affordable. All right, because affordable to me is from 2,000 euros. If I have the opportunity to pay a tuition fee of less than 1,000 euros, it means it is cheap. Affordable should be above 1,000 euros. So in Switzerland, there are universities that will charge you like 500 euros. You equally have universities that will take 750, 800, 950, 1215. Now, before we go into the details or the things I want to share, let's start from here. There are 4 types of universities in Switzerland, and there are equally 4 different languages spoken in Switzerland. So if you are looking at schools in Switzerland you can study in, remember that in Switzerland there is Italian, there is German, there is French, and of course there is Romansh. All right, so anywhere you find yourself or in any canton you find yourself, because those specific areas they call them canton, you find yourself, please try to learn the language of that canton because it is going to help you when you finish your studies and you're about to apply for a job or maybe a postgraduate work permit. Remember, you gain 6 months to look for a job, or you have to exit the country immediately after your study program, but it's not usually that difficult because of course you have the experience from Switzerland and you can speak the language. Now in Switzerland there are 4 types of universities, which include federal universities, cantonal universities, applied science universities, and teacher training universities. Federal universities are universities like ETS Zurich and the Technical University of Lausanne. These are federal universities. There are about 2 of them. Then there is also cantonal universities. We have a lot of them: Basel, Bern, Geneva, Lausanne, and a whole lot, Freiburg. Okay. Then applied science universities, they are also there. You can check them online and you are going to find a lot. There is a video I did on this channel few weeks back where I talked about all the universities in Switzerland. I even talked about some specific applied science universities and cantonal universities you should check. So please verify all of them. Then we also have the teacher training universities, those that are for curriculum studies, or those that went to teacher training institutions, or those that are teachers and are willing to proceed further. So these are the type of universities you are going to find in Switzerland. Now our focus here today should be on the applied science universities, the cantonal universities, and of course the teacher training institution. Now, applying to schools in Switzerland, remember that the requirements are not that heavy. You need just your high school certificates to apply for bachelor's programs. Then you need, in addition to your bachelor's degree and the transcripts, to apply for master's programs. You equally need a curriculum vitae and as well as application fee, and of course some schools may ask you for CVs. Then there is some may go an extra mile to ask you for maybe motivation letters. It just depends on the institution in which you are applying to. So for the cantonal universities, you have schools like Bern, Freiburg, Neuchâtel. All of them, there are videos on this YouTube channel. Remember, a school like Geneva will not charge you up to 1,000 euros, but the University of Neuchâtel is charging around 1,550, but it depends on what you are looking at. A school like Neuchâtel, University of Neuchâtel, they do not have engineering courses. So if you are looking at engineering programs, I will advise you to go to other places like the University of Bern, University of Geneva, University of Zurich or ETS Zurich, University of Lausanne. Remember, the only school in Switzerland with many scholarship opportunities. You can even get a scholarship when you are applying from your home country in Switzerland is the ETS Zurich. This is a federal school. From the name federal, you can understand that they have a lot of opportunities from the government, right? So that is it. But I am not saying that the others do not have federal opportunities or scholarship opportunities. I'm just telling you that ETS Zurich is one of the competitive, in fact it's a top school in the world, not just in Switzerland. So you don't expect them to have the list, okay? But if you must apply to such a school, this school is very rich, guys. You should be able to, like, if your results are not up to first class, second class, I will not advise you to take ETS Zurich seriously. But if you must take other schools seriously, then try Freiburg, University of Neuchâtel. There are a lot of them, University of Basel. Those of you that are going to apply to the University of Basel, I want to encourage you and let you understand that in Basel, their master's programs, if you check very well and look into their websites very well, you are going to notice that master's programs at the University of Basel, they do not ask for IELTS. Yes, if you check very well, you are going to see what I'm telling you about. So I'm just giving you a secret now to go and carry on with the application. Now, you know the requirements, you know the tuition fee. They are not expensive. Like I said, most of them, like Freiburg, Neuchâtel, Basel, Bern, Lausanne, and Lausanne, they usually fluctuate between, I think Geneva is 500, then Lausanne, Freiburg, they should be below 1,000, then Neuchâtel is 1,500. I've checked and there is a video on here. So please check all of that, then you start the application. Application for federal universities is already over. You cannot apply again. It's usually from the 1st of November to December. Then cantonal universities is ongoing 1st of January to 28th of February. This is the time for you to apply. Then applied science universities from 1st of January to up to May. And of course, the teacher training institution, same thing. So it all depends on what you are looking at these specific universities. Please pay attention to minor and mono courses at the University of Bern. Pay attention to the language of instructions of specific programs, because sometimes international students fail to check this, and at the end of the day, they run into problems after application. Remember, if you do not apply on time, you are going to pay for late application fee. And remember, there is a deadline for you to submit your application. I hope you enjoy this. Now, let's take a look at the visa process. When you gain admissions, of course, you need to apply for visa. Cameroonians, this embassy is located in Cameroon. I mean the Swiss embassy. And now there are requirements you need to apply for a study permit or study visa to Switzerland. Remember, what you are going to get is a visa to Switzerland. And when you arrive Switzerland, before 14 days elapses, you have to get a short-term permit. Okay. Now, for the proof of funds, you need to get money into your bank account. The way Switzerland works, it's similar to a blocked account. What you basically need to do is you have to put money in a bank that has a branch in Switzerland, or a bank connected to Switzerland from your home country. First of all, ask the bank and do your verification. Ask your school in Switzerland before you put the money in any bank in your home country. For Cameroonians, the bank is Société Générale. If you know any bank in Cameroon called Société Générale, or you have it in Ghana as well, Ghanaians, they use it. Check in your home country if you have this bank, then you are good to go. You go there, create an account, then you deposit the amount they need. The amount, most schools will ask you to deposit 18,000 Swiss franc, which is almost equivalent to 18,000 US dollars or euros, because Swiss franc, euros, and US dollars is almost the same. They will ask you to deposit this money. But on the Swiss embassy website, I'm now talking to Cameroonians, because if you check, you are going to see that they are asking for 21,000 Swiss franc, which is equivalent to around 14 million CFA franc. This money is still your money. The government just wants to know that you have the money to take care of yourself while you are in Switzerland, to feed yourself, clothe yourself. You cannot even use all the money. It's a lot. Okay, so they want to make sure you have this money. So just look for an account while you are building the account, while you are putting the money in it. First of all, do your due diligence to be aware that this is what you need. Remember, this money you are putting in an account, you cannot just go and take it from somebody and you come and you understand. You know how we do these things, right? Because of what? You have to bring evidence. You have to prove that this money is actually your money. All right, you must show evidence for that. For that, you know what you are going to do. I'm not the one to explain what you are going to do or how you can get your money. But remember, when it comes to the documentation, Cameroonians, you may be asked to bring legalized documents, or let me say original documents, or authenticated documents, or documents that are real. For example, if you are going for bachelors, they might ask you to bring confirmation from the GCA board. I'm saying so because someone went there last week. So I'm just using the scenario to explain details to you, so that at the end of the day, you shouldn't go to Obili or Bastos to go and do. You know what I'm trying to say. So Cameroonians, put this into consideration. It's very important. Switzerland is a very good country. Yes, a lot of people are like, Milton, this country is very expensive. It's very expensive, but the quality of education you are going to get, culturalism that you are going to master and get, and of course, the degree. And again, do not forget that the more the country is expensive, the more the salary you are going to receive. So if you finally get a job, why not? The more you pay, the more you collect. And at the end of the day, it's still a win-win for everybody. So please take a look at these universities, check the requirements. Some will require you to apply and mail the documents to them in Switzerland so they can verify. So please put all this into consideration. Remember, your visa is not processed in your home country. Your visa is processed in the canton in Switzerland in which you are going to study. I hope this is clear. For more information and more videos, please check the YouTube channel. You are going to find all of this. Till we meet again in another one. Bye-bye.